morning and welcome to this workout, which is going to be a fairly short 20-minute or so full body routine. This is a workout that I would do quite regularly just to move every part of my body and wake myself up in the morning. So let's get started standing. Okay, so feet hip bone distance apart, and we want our hips over our feet and our rib cage over our hips, head over the shoulders. Okay, and we're just going to inhale, arms to the side. Exhale, we're going to flex forward, so round forward. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, push the arms wide. Again, so inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good, in your own time. Two more. And last one. And spread those arms wide. Good. Let's warm up those legs. We're going to start by progressive exercise here. So we're going to do some slow marching. Just see how our balance is today. Good, so knee coming up in line with the hip. Good. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so let's go into some squats. So again, feet hip bone distance apart. I'm going to be sitting back into a chair and then pushing the arms back so we get a slight pull on those triceps as we come up. So let's do 8. So I've got 8, 7, 6, 5. So squats are really functional exercise. One of those exercises that we should try and do every day if we can. Last one. So now we're going to bring in a knee lift. So we squat down, shift the weight onto right leg, lift the left knee, and then opposite side. So bringing in some balance now. Again, really functional. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So bringing this a rotation now. So we're going to lift the knee, put the hands behind the head, so pushing the head back into hands. We're going to rotate towards the bent knee, unweight, and then squat down. Okay, so from the side, lift the knee, rotate, keeping the hips pointing forward, untwist, squat down. So again, this is challenging your balance even more. If it's too much with the hands behind the head, maybe put the arms wide or at your hips, whatever helps to keep you balanced, but making sure you're rotating from the rib cage. Lift, down, last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so going back into that basic squat now, but we're going to raise onto the balls of the feet at the top. So 8 like that. So squat and then lift those heels. 3, 4. Doesn't have to be a high lift, just go as much as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Last one. We're going to put hands behind the head, lift the knee to tabletop, rotate, untwist, lunge back and lift. Same leg. Rotate, untwist, lunge back and lift. Whew, wobbly now. Back and lift. 3 more. 2 and 1. Okay, other side. Rotate, untwist, lunge and back. I'm definitely more wobbly when my right leg is my supporting leg. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. So just give those arms and legs a shake out. So your heart rate should be slightly raised now. We've got in some balance, good work on the glutes, functional movements. So we're going to come to the end of the mat now and do 3 roll downs, and then we'll make our way onto the mat. So inhale through the nose, exhale, nod the chin to the chest, then we're flexing over using those abdominals, creating that lovely C shape. Go sequentially down the spine and go as low as you can. If you need to bend the knees slightly, that's fine. Inhale at the bottom, then really use those abdominals to lift yourself up. Roll the shoulders down and round at the back, and again. And lifting up. Let's do 1 more. Should feel really nice. And up. And then this time we'll go down to a 4-point kneeling. And then walk the hands out until we come to our all fours. Just move back slightly. So we're actually going to go down onto elbow resting. I have a slight wrist injury, so this is more for me. But it's good to do our 4-point in a different position anyway. So we're going to have our elbows under the shoulders, and we're really going to push that mat away so you feel the lat muscles on your back engaging. We're going to glide the left leg back, making sure our hips are facing down to the mat, and we're just going to lift and lower. So there should be no change in the back as you lift. Okay, so we don't want any of this throwing the leg. Just nice and controlled from the glute. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg up, bend the knee, flex the foot and push up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen that leg, bring the knee in. Okay, before we go to the other side, we're going to straighten one leg, the other leg, and come into a plank position. So if this is too much, drop the knees. Okay, if it's not, let's just hold our plank. The hips are nice and low, our neck is in a nice alignment. We're really pushing through those forearms, and let's hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees back in underneath the hips, and let's extend the right leg back and lift and lower. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee, flex the foot, pushing up for 10, 9. Really squeeze into that glute. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, stepping back into that plank, and we're going to do some knee taps for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees and widen them, and just let's sit back into a rest pose. Big deep breaths into the back of the ribs. Inhale and exhale. Good. Coming up, let's come to the front of our mat. Cross over the ankles. And we're going to roll down onto our back. So hold on behind the back of the thighs and come down gently to the mat. Good. So we're going to start with some hip lifts, and then we'll move on from there. So we inhale, exhale, tuck the pelvis, round that spine, lifting the hips off the mat, and really push into those big toes at the top so you can feel those inner thighs engaging. Nice stretch across the hip flexors. Inhale at the top and then roll down, trying to go one vertebra at a time. I know sometimes in the morning for me it feels like I'm going in sections, but do the best that you can. And then let's do one more. And lift, keeping those rib cage nice and connected so we don't be flaring out the ribs. And then rolling down. Okay, so this one we're going to hold at the top. Inhale, exhale, lifting up. Okay, so let's get nice and stable at the top, pushing through those feet. And the arms are coming up. We're going to scissor the arms. So let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms in and down and rolling down. Good. So moving on to the abdominals now. We'll take one knee to tabletop, our other leg to tabletop, and we're just going to start with some toe taps. So the thigh is moving away from the hip, tap the mat and up, or as far as you can. Okay, so what we don't want is the abdominals to push out and you lose all the connection in the core. Okay, so you just go as far as your body will allow. Inhale, exhale, up. Good. Okay, so we're working those really deep abdominals, the ones closest to the spine now. The ones that are really going to give you a good base of support. Good. Okay, so now if you wish, we're going to take the arms up. I'm going to add in an arm back. So this is just adding some weight. So putting a little bit more pressure on the abs to kick in and support us. Remember to keep them nice and connected. Should be no pain in the lower back. If you need to go into an imprinter position where your back is more flat against the mat, do that to help support the abs. Okay, and then again, if you wish, we'll go long and in. So it goes out on the diagonal and up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick hooking of the knees. Just rock from side to side. Okay, so we're going to take our head into our hands now. Our elbows should be in our peripheral vision. And we're going to do a basic ab curl and then a knee lift and an oblique rotation. So other side. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, twist, shoulder to knee. Inhale, lower. You should really feel it in these side muscles. Good. Let's do 3 more either side. Good, last 2. And last 1 to each side. Good. Okay, legs down, arms wide. Let's just like windscreen wiper the legs this time, releasing some pressure from the lower back. Okay, so now we're going to take our left leg long and our right knee is going to come to tabletop. We're doing our 1 leg circle. So for me, I can have my left leg straight, but I need to keep my right knee bent to have that really good connection in my core. You may be able to do the exercise with a straight leg and keep that pelvis nice and still, or you may need to bend the supporting leg a little bit. So just adjust and modify for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to have my leg bent, but have my arms up to take a little bit of stability away. And we take that leg around and down and up. So the essence of this exercise is to keep the pelvis nice and stable. So really feel like those abdominals are drawing you into the mat to really keep you nice and stable. So what we don't want is a big circle, but no control in the abdominals. 2 more in this direction. And then let's go around the other way. So it's moving the head of the femur in that hip socket to keep it nice and fluid. If you feel any clicking, just make the movement smaller. 2 and 1. Okay, so now climb up that leg, lift the other leg off the mat. We'll do some scissors. So pull, 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 pull. So it's a nice stretch for the hamstrings and also working those abdominals. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I need to do 1 more. So we've got the other leg on the mat, lowering down and moving on to the other side for leg circles. So round and down and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then reverse, round and down and up. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, knee in, just turn the ankle. I'm not sure I did that on the other side. I don't think I did. Let's just do a quick knee hug in and turn the ankle on the right. Then our arms and legs are going long for our roll up. So we inhale, arms to the ceiling, exhale, push through those heels as we come up, and then spine stretch forward over the toes. Back to vertical, tuck the pelvis, and rolling down with control. Good, so do these in your own time. We're going to do 5. Making sure you have that nice stretch at the top. And you do come up to that vertical position and then rolling down with control. So 3 more. Inhale, exhale. If you're finding these hard, you can bend the knees and hold on for support. Okay, so this is our last one. So we would just hold on behind the thighs just to give us a little bit extra support, but make sure you do that nice spine stretch forward and stretch for the hamstrings on at the top. And then bringing your knees in and tuck and roll. And let's just have a nice stretch at the bottom. And then we will roll onto our side. Okay, so we're going to be elbow resting again. bottom leg is acting as a kickstand. Our top leg is long. The top arm can either be on your hip as support or up, depending on where you want it today. I'll try and start up. We're just going to do some nice circles forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. Okay, so what we don't want to be doing is collapsing in the shoulder here. Push through that elbow to keep nice and stable. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now we're going to reach the arm and leg long, and then we're going to come up into a mermaid stretch and bend over. So nice stretch for that side. Okay, so back down onto the elbow, making sure we're not collapsing. And up and over. So it's kind of a stretch both sides, but getting in some nice work for those hips at the same time. 2 more. And last one. And over. Okay, so one more here. We're just going to do a side kick. So we kick, and then back. So the torso should remain strong. So keep those abs engaged. So we're not flapping around. We're not moving the upper body. It's just the leg. So kick with a flex foot and sweep back with a pointed toe. 3 more. 2 and 1. Good job. So let's come up and go to the other side. So nice and secure on that elbow. We're not slouching here. We're keeping it nice and stable. Kickstand with the bottom leg and then circles forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so going to that nice stretch one and up to our mermaid. 2, 3, 4, and one more. This feels so nice for me. 5, and then down for that side kick. So I like to keep my hand on my hip for this one, just to make sure that my pelvis is not moving around. 2, 3, 4, 5, actually can't remember how many we did. Let's do one more. 6. Okay, and we're going to now go onto our tummy for some back extension work. Okay, so we're going to lie on our tummy. We're going to take our hands wide to a goalpost position, so shoulders are in line with the elbows. Okay, we want our glutes and hamstrings pulling down, our abs feeling like they're lifting off the mat to support the lower back. We inhale, use those back extensions to come up. So I want this to be mostly your back extensors, the muscles on the posterior chain of your body, and not your arms. So if that means you don't come up as high, I prefer that you do that. So we inhale and exhale. Good. In. Really support that lower back. Really fire those abs up. 3 more. Back extension work is so important. So most of our lives are in flexion, looking at our phones, driving, sitting at a computer. So it's so important that we work the muscles on the back of the body. Good. Okay, so now we're going to lift up with the arms, lift them forward, and then we're going to pull those elbows together at the back. So stay lifted. So for 5, 4, really draw the elbows back. 3, 2, and 1. And down. Just a quick rest. I find these exercises challenging. I think because the muscles on the back are weaker. So we'll do that one more time. So we lift everything up, take those arms out, and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, keep the neck in a nice alignment, looking down at the mat, 2, and 1. Good. So rest your head on your hands, rock the pelvis. We'll do one more back extension exercise. So take our arms long, let's go for a swim. So we're going to lift the one leg and the opposite arm and down. Okay, we'll start slowly. And lift. Again, keeping that, the abdominals on, don't lift the leg high, think long. Okay, now if you wish, lift the legs, lift the arms, and let's go for a swim. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then come up. And then I want you to round over an imaginary ball. So we come into a shell stretch. So just get some flexion after the extension. And breathe. Good job. So our final exercise is going to be just a few tricep push-ups. Okay, so coming into a 4-point. I'm going to stay kneeling because I've hurt my wrist and it's a good excuse for me to stay in kneeling. But if you wish to take your knees back, or obviously if you wish to go into full tricep push-ups, please go ahead. So just going to bring the nose forward as the elbows brush the rib cage and exhale as we push up. For 10, 9. So try to make the movement forward, not back, to make sure we're really using the triceps. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then tuck the toes under and let's lift up into a downward facing dog. And then do what you like, just march out the feet if that feels nice. Okay, really allow your body to sink into those arms, head to sink between the arms. Good, and then let's walk the hands to the feet, rolling up. And let's just end with a nice side stretch. So you can lift up, take the wrist, excuse me, and then stand tall, other side, bending over. And let's just do some nice arm circles. And then other way. And you are done. So thank you for joining me here on the mat. Thank you for your patience in this long wait before my next workout was posted. And I truly hope to see you again very soon. Take care. Bye.